Marlon Wayans shares controversial advice for Nia Long amid Ime Oduka's cheating scandal. Posted on October 3rd, 2022. Written by Natasha Decker, coming from Madame Noir, and it reads, Marlon Wayans is the latest celebrity to weigh in on Boston Celtics head coach Ime Udoka's suspension for cheating on his longtime partner Nia Long with the team staffer. Wayans discussed the drama during a recent appearance on the Leah's Lemonade podcast hosted by Leah Henry. The stand-up comedian and actor suggested Long should ignore the public embarrassment Udoka has caused if she was happy in the relationship before the news broke of the cheating scandal. Wayans explained that if a woman has a, quote, dope dude who makes her happy and meshes well into her life, she shouldn't toss the relationship away over that man's infidelity. He says if that man is 90% of everything that you need and want, and he's missing 10%, and you throw that man away, that's your fault. In order to find a forever love, you're going to have to live in a way that it bends and it doesn't break. That's your best friend. And I would say to Nia Long, if Udoka's all of those things, never mind the embarrassment. Never mind all that. I would say it to my daughter. I would say it to my sister. Are you happy? Before this moment, were you happy? Right. So go work on your relationship. He's a good man. He provides. He's there for you. You seem so happy when y'all together. I like him. The family likes him. He has all these great qualities. But because he slept with another woman, she probably thinks the same things about him that you're thinking, that he's a dope dude. Why would you throw a dope dude away for her to have him? He continues, we live in a society where women are taught that things are a fairy tale. Prince Charming comes right in on a white horse, kisses Cinderella, and then is happily ever after. That's the imagery we have. People are human. You have to love people like water. We're not solid objects. Love is not a solid object. You have so many men, married men, that have these thirsts or have these extramarital affairs because they're not being honest with themselves and transparent with their partner. Marlon, you hit the nail right on the head. The fact that men, married men, are not being honest with themselves or transparent with their partner. This is a prime example of the lack of accountability that it seems rampant in our black community. This is what I mean. Even though you have acknowledged by your words that men, black men, are not honest with themselves or with their partner or transparent with their partner, you are still saying to Nia, if I were you, if you were my daughter, if you were my sister, I would still encourage you to go back and make that work. That's cognitive dissonance. That is spiritual dissonance. That type of contradiction in words and actions. This is an example of why we are stuck and divisive the way that we are. If whomever, male or female, if they're together and they're honest with each other, if they have effective communication, they've built a trust. With them building a trust, they've also worked towards a commitment that entailed them compromising their selfish needs in exchange for a selfless relationship, partnership, if you will. And when Ime decided to have those inappropriate, disrespectful behaviors, what his behaviors were indicating, or should be indicating, not just to Nia, but that's in any relationship. I'm just not that into you. Because if I was, I would not break the trust, break the commitment, compromise myself, us, our family. I would have effectively communicated with you to let you know that something is not going right with me. We need to get this checked. Let's go somewhere. As the head of the household, I'm going to take the reins here and be proactive before I do something to disrespect myself, God, us, our children, my team, the young men that I'm leading. Before anything happens, I would like for us to go so we can figure out, kind of find a way to get back to each other, right? That would have been the responsible thing for the black man, the leader of men, to have done. But I didn't see you mention that in your interview or during your interview. Now, maybe it's on another one, who knows, but I didn't see it. I would love to hear that rather than telling a woman to deal with it. If there are some positive things that are going on in your relationship, one, you're being provided for. Very patriarchal, right? Ideology. I'm not shocked. It is disappointing because that's what both of our ancestors did. The men side and the women had to be subjected to that type of, in a sense, financial abuse, because it is. If I'm not putting my hands on you, and I'm providing for you, and we have a good life, who cares if I'm putting my private peen into someone else? Because I have other things that make me dope. That's what this message is relaying, Mr. Wayans. And I'm sure you didn't mean it like that because you have children, but who knows? You might have. Because there are brothers that may have had some experiences like Ime that will hear this, that will basically say, well, my man Marlon said it's cool and he understands it too. You know, we're human. And he want to, drop that garbage to the female that he's cheating on and telling her to deal with it. And the female who may be listening to or seeing what's going on, hearing someone like yourself, who a lot of us have grown up with, saying, hey, he ain't hurting you, he taking care of home, there are a lot more things that's dope about him. Yeah, he may slip up and do all this, but 90% of him is good, because if you don't, whoever he was with will, right? I'm just putting it out there, just kind of food for thought, something to think about. You all, please leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about it. If you disagree, agree, it's all good. And just share kind of why, one way or the other, and we can continue to have this discussion, because we need to have this intra-cultural conversation so that we can finally be on the same page and finally break this warped matrix that we are conditioned to be a part of. That is not who we are. It's about our love, a spiritually based, God-fearing, loving love, right? Happy partnership that we are to be rebuilding. So thank you again for your support. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for subscribing and sharing. Until next time, Ashe.